Hello, this is Mr. Cross, and I'm here with a quick video blog, and I decided to do a video blog this time because I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the new technologies that are going to be hitting the school next year as we begin to unfold some of what the iPad can do and we begin to come up with new solutions for education. I wanted to kind of touch base with them and just kind of let parents know what can be kind of expected in the upcoming months as we try to roll out some of these new things. The first one I wanted to talk about is iTunes University. This is a very, very exciting thing to me. This is a real game changer, if you ask me. This is a course management software that we're going to be utilizing in most of our grades this year. And it really allows us to organize and plan out our content and really provide a communication piece to the students and the parents that we've never had before. It starts out looking at a screen like this, and each of these little booklets would essentially represent content that your student would be learning in school. And we would break these down by units or domain concepts. It'll look a little different in math, say, than it would in history, but your student will have many of these little books on their bookshelf. And these books are very interactive, and I'm going to kind of explain this all to you, and it'll make sense as we kind of go. First thing to notice on this page, though, is as you have all of your courses here, it gives you all of the different posts that your teacher may have made throughout that course, and it's all over on the left-hand side there. And in addition, you can see all of the assignments that are due and have been done on the left side as well. So your student can actually see, ooh, there's something that was due on the 19th, and they can click on it, find out more about it, and then they can say, oh, maybe I've actually already done that, so I'll go ahead and click it off, and there we go. And now it shows that that has actually been turned in. So it gives us an organization piece for the teacher and the student as well, that it's going to be very, very handy. I'm going to go ahead and open up a course and just kind of walk you through it. First thing to notice is that courses are divided in these little tabs over on the right hand side, and these tabs really organize how the course is laid out, and these are all things that are created by the instructors, the teachers, but they can provide a lot of information about the entire unit of study, and this is something that parents have never had before. You will get to see every single thing that's being taught on a unit, even the stuff that's being taught in class, not necessarily just the homework. Homework has always been something that's kind of a communication tool, right? You get homework and then you're able to see it and say, oh, that's what you did in class today. Well, now you'll actually be able to see all of the instruction that happened in class today, and that'll really give you a better idea of what's happening. And it also helps you to help facilitate some of that learning at home. So maybe you realize that they're studying the moon, and you happen to know something about that and can assist. Well, now you won't be fighting two different pieces of information. You can look through here and see exactly what the objectives are for that unit, and you'll be able to see all the learning outcomes that are supposed to come from that, and you'll be able to actually help with that. So let's just kind of dive in real quick and look. So learning outcomes, for instance, teachers can give you communication about exactly what's supposed to be done. There's going to be pre and post assessments in here as well. So you'll be able to see exactly what the student needs to know at the beginning and end of the unit. Then it's going to have interactive content. So for instance here, this is the mission to the moon, and it's going to say right here that they're supposed to know after they watch this 7-minute and 43-second video how old it is and how it's thought to be informed. And so those are the key pieces of information that I'm looking for as I go ahead and do this unit on the moon. So I'm going to go ahead and click this video as an assignment, and there it goes. It begins playing, and now I'm able to actually watch it. And then I would, once I'm completed with that, I would click off the little check mark. And once I've checked it off, I know that I've done that activity and I've watched the video on the moon. It's not just video content, though, that's actually going to be a part of this. It's actually book content as well. So we've got texts, could be documents that are scanned in, PDFs, all kinds of different things can come from this. But in this particular case, it's an actual book, and it's a book called The Moon, and I'm supposed to read sections 1 and 2 of it, and it's going to take me exactly to the page in the spot where I'm supposed to begin reading, and it just opens up the book for me, and now I'm able to actually just sit there and read the book. And then I can do something even more exciting. I can actually highlight a section of the book, and maybe I was supposed to highlight 5 things that were important. Maybe that was one of my assignments. I can actually highlight it. I can even make a little bit of a note here and say, this is important. And now I have made a note that actually is attached, and you can see it right over here, so I know exactly what I'm supposed to be responsible for in that book. Now when I go back to iTunes University, this is the beautiful part of it, I can go down to my Notes tab, and I will see on my Notes tab the notes that I actually made right there. So here's my highlighted note, and then right below it it says this is important. So I know that that was something I was supposed to make a note of. If my instructor had instructed me to maybe write back to them and explain something from the text, I can actually just click on my little plus sign. I can type up the activity, and then I will be able to simply email it to my instructor, and my instructor will now have that note information that was from my reading assignment. The thing that is so exciting about iTunes University is because typically schools use a textbook to guide instruction. So there's a textbook. It's one particular book with pretty much that's expected to know everything that they're supposed to know for that unit of study. Well, when we design iTunes University courses, we're pulling in for information from all over. For instance, this particular small unit on the moon used all of these different resources. That's far more resources than we may have used in the past with just a textbook. All of these resources are leading up to the common goal of what we were supposed to know with that unit. So teachers build their unit based on what the end goal is supposed to be, and then they can instruct to meet those needs. So we can make sure that every student is going to have the information that's required of them by the end of the unit. So it's really, really exciting stuff, and I think it's going to be great. Just the introduction of iBooks alone, which is another little application, is also pretty fun because books are now more interactive than they've been in the past. So this is a book called Life on Earth. This could be supplemented in biology classes throughout many grades. Now keep in mind, maybe they only pull one part of the book out. Maybe they don't use all of the book, but we're just pulling pieces out that are relevant to different things we do. And as we scroll through, we can see that we've got all kinds of little reading that we can do with lots of pictures, very colorful. But now what I can also do is I can actually look at the map, but it's interactive, so I can actually watch things change. So as I read about photosynthesis here, I am now able to actually explore that kinesthetically. So I'm learning with my hands, and that's going to help me with some of my memory retention and things like that. All of our teachers are going to be able to create these interactive books as well as these iTunes University documents, and we're real excited to bring this to you. So please keep watching my blog for more of these little video posts as I'm able to start exploring some more of the things that are happening, and have a wonderful day.